Hey guys, this is Slicknick Gaming, and welcome back to the 2026 Amiibo March Madness. Today, we will be covering the first half of the round of 64, now that the preliminaries are out of the way. So, to explain it a little further, we have the first 2 rows of matches. That's going to be 16 matches today. And then tomorrow, we will be doing the other 16 matches. The reason why I am splitting the round of 64 into 2 days is because if I did every single match, it would go about 3 hours. So I decided to have 2 days of an hour and a half worth of fights, instead of just doing the round of 64 all in one day. Because, I mean, you can only keep an audience entertained for so long. Anyways, today we're going to be covering the first half, which is all of the matches in the first 2 rows. And tomorrow we will be covering the second half, which is the last 2 rows. Let's go ahead and go into the game. Alright, here we go. It is time, at long last, for the round of 64 in the 2026 Amiibo March Madness. First up, we have King K. Rool taking on Ike. KingCrikey versus Eisenhower. Of course, Ike is named after the 34th President of the United States, and probably one of the best generals of World War II, Dwight David Eisenhower, who went by the nickname of Ike. Now, Ike, unlike his namesake, has not had a whole lot of success in these tournaments. Meanwhile, King K. Rool made the Elite 8 one year, and that was about it. So yeah, neither one of these guys have really left their prints on this tournament, on Amiibo March Madness. So, yesterday we did the preliminaries. Ike was one of the preliminary winners. He took out last year's runner-up and the 2024 March Madness champion, 8-Bit Link, in the preliminaries. And he's looking to keep that... He's looking to keep that momentum going heading into the round of 64. So yesterday was the preliminaries, but now, today, is when the tournament really heats up. This is the round of 64. This is when the tournament really begins to take shape. But usually when people watch these tournaments, they tend to... skip the first 2 rounds, and honestly, I understand why. Because when you really think about it, these tournaments don't really get interesting until the Sweet 16. Or the Elite 8. But it especially gets interesting during the Final 4. I mean, not that the round of 64 and the round of 32 haven't had their moments. They've had plenty of moments. In fact, I was going to make a highlight reel. Oh, King K. Rool. Ike is down to his last stock. Okay, seriously guys, this is insulting. If Ike gets 3-stocked after knocking out 8-Bit Link, that's going to be a huge slap in the face to 8-Bit Link fans. Ike pulled off easily the biggest upset of the tournament so far. Gotta take a swig of water. Oh, the first daybreak of the tournament. What's going to happen here? Ike dodges the daybreak. But he still has a lot of damage, though. KingCrikey Rool racks up a neat little combo there. Oh, KingCrikey Rool! Once again, he misses. It was the final smash that time. If KingCrikey Rool got that final smash, it would have been donezo for Ike. But either way, things are still not really looking all that great for him. 121 damage on his last stock. Gets a good hit there. Man, who is going to win this? We got Togepi. Oh, man. Ike is taking damage from the flower. KingCrikey Rool takes advantage. And he will be the first one moving on to the round of 32. And Ike, after beating a former champion and last year's runner-up in the preliminaries, gets 3-stocked in the round of 64. That has got to be a slap in the face for 8-Bit Link fans. But either way, thank you for playing, and congratulations to KingCrikey Rool. Alright, now for the second match. I need to catch my breath here. For the second match, we have Wedding Mario, the Groomsman, taking on Iggy. And away we go. Iggy has actually had his own fair share of success in these tournaments. In his first tournament appearance, Iggy made it all the way to the Elite Eight. And in both of his tournament appearances, 2024 and 2025, excuse me, in both of those appearances, he made it at least to the Sweet 16. So he won at least 2 matches. Oh! What a move there by Wedding Mario. He is one of 5 Marios in this tournament, and he smashed Iggy into the bottom of the stage, causing him to spiral downward. Wedding Mario taking advantage of his surroundings. I actually have the full wedding set now. We had Wedding Mario and Wedding Peach, who I believe made their first appearance. They made their first appearance in the 2024 tournament, I believe. And then Wedding Bowser, this is his first year. And his match is actually going to be closing out the first half of the round of 64. He'll be facing Lucario. Oh, Iggy gets trapped again. Down to his last stock. Could we see back-to-back 3 stocks here? Wedding Mario's got 2 Dragoon pieces, but he loses them both after getting knocked out there by Iggy. A clean KO. Smash ball. Goes to nobody. I want to say Wedding Mario did kind of good last year. Or am I thinking of Wedding Peach? I know Wedding Peach made it to the round of 32 last year. I don't know. I'd have to look at past brackets, but I don't really want to do that right now. Maybe I could, though. Once again, Wedding Mario has 2 Dragoon pieces. Is Iggy going to grab that last one, or is Wedding Mario going to get it? He's just hovering around it. They're hovering around that Dragoon piece. I don't know why neither one of them's going for it. Oh! Dr. Mario with the Master Ball. I'm currently playing through a Pokemon game, so I should know what that Pokemon is, but unfortunately, I do not. Uh-oh. Iggy! A self-destruct by Iggy knocks him out of the tournament. Wedding Mario moves on to the round of 32. He will be the first Mario to move on. And he will be taking on King K. Rool in the round of 32. Next match, we have one that was actually... I was actually really looking forward to this one. Hashtag Free Luigi versus Samus Aran. I mean, seriously, free that poor guy already. He's been in such a struggle that you just gotta free him already. He's been through enough. Anyways, we're on Sky World. A particularly bad stage, honestly. Not a very good stage. Because of those platforms. Uh-oh! Speaking of which! Luigi gets stuck under the platform. And he's already lost a stock, not even 30 seconds in. That's not good. Samus. I just recently broke 600 subscribers. Thank you all so much for your continued support of the channel. It means the world to me, especially recently. Luigi gets stuck under the stage again. Oh, God. And then Luigi answers right back immediately after. Oh, the Squid sisters are going to wreak havoc down there. Samus gets stuck this time, but she manages to make her way back over to that floating platform. Uh-oh, Luigi almost died again. I mean, seriously, Luigi, we do not want another disappointing performance from you. Oh! As soon as I said that, he almost fell again. Luigi with the smash ball. Is he going to activate it? Yes. And it is tied up at 1 apiece. Whoever gets this next KO moves on. Personally, I'm rooting pretty heavily for Luigi. I love Samus, though, but I love Luigi more. Oh! Luigi with his signature up special. Who is going to win? And that's it. Luigi will not be completing the 3-1 comeback. Those two self-destructs at the beginning really did him in. I will admit that was a very poor stage choice by the game. Samus will be moving on. Luigi, as much as it pains me, Luigi will be going home in the round of 64. Samus moves on to the round of 32. Luigi, thank you for playing. Congratulations, Samus. Next match, we have 8-Bit Mario, the OG Mario, taking on Daisy Kong. The 8-Bit Mario was actually the 30th anniversary Mario that came with Super Mario Maker, which was a 30th anniversary celebration for the original Super Mario Brothers, which actually celebrated its 40th anniversary last year. And when Nintendo had the chance to really hype it up, they failed spectacularly. They failed in flying colors. But that is also why the 8-Bit Mario is dressed in his Mario Maker costume. It's because he was part of a 30th anniversary promotion along with Super Mario Maker. There were actually 2 8-Bit Marios. There was one with the classic colors, and there was one with modern colors. More modern colors. I, of course, picked the one with the classic colors. Man, it's really hitting home to me now that the tournament is actually started. Because this is something I've dreamed about for months, and it's finally here. Uh-oh. They are fighting off the stage. For some reason, they really just love to do that. Oh, how did 8-Bit Mario heal there? Anyways, he's got the final smash, and he will get the first KO of the match. Almost 3 minutes in. I can already tell this match is going to be kind of a slow one. Which, it's a good reason why I put the time limit in this year. It's a good reason I implemented the 10-minute time limit. Current leader, Mario. And now Daisy Kong ties it up. 3.5 minutes in, and both fighters are down to their second stock. They've only lost 1 stock each. Uh-oh. 8-Bit Mario's got the daybreak, but he's facing the wrong way. Oh, he turns around and catches Daisy Kong in the crossfire. Daisy Kong is down to her last stock. Ugh. Oh, I'm tired. I am so tired right now. Even though it's only 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm already getting tired. It's a good thing winter's almost over. Uh-oh! Daisy Kong with the golden hammer! 8-Bit Mario should have used that final smash when he had the chance. That might cost him big time. 5 minutes left. And both fighters are down to their last stocks. I swear, these guys have no spirits. Eight-Bit Mario almost flew off the stage there, but Daisy Kong just saved him. Probably not the best decision. Galaga could end it. Captures Daisy Kong. And it's over. 8-Bit Mario just had to kick her while she was down. Daisy Kong gets abducted by Galaga, and she is taken away from the tournament. 8-Bit Mario wins, and he will move on to face Samus in the round of 32. Alright, that is 4 matches down. Thank you, Daisy, for playing. I'm sorry to see you go. Congratulations, 8-Bit Mario. You are moving on. Alright, now for the next one. We have Da Vinci, the Inkling boy, taking on Island Boy, the Villager. Villager made it to the Final Four in the 2023 tournament, but since then, he hasn't had a whole lot of success in these tournaments. I want to say he made it to the Elite Eight at least once. Wait, where's Kirby? Is he not competing until the next round? Oh wait, no, he's competing next. What was I thinking? And also, I just brushed the microphone again, so hopefully... Oh. Alright, I just, changed the microphone a little bit there. Alright! Let's see what happens here. Here's the crane game. Villager with the turnips gets the first KO. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Here's Majora. They're both invisible. No longer invisible. Villager almost falls off. Tried to chase Inkling Boy up to those clouds. Those cloud platforms can be quite tricky. 2 minutes gone. There's the smash ball. It's floating up top of the tower. Or floating up top the tree, I guess. This is the Yoshi story stage from Smash 64, the original Super Smash Brothers. Boy. 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 We got Inkling Boy and Island Boy. Oh, it's Abomasnow. Maybe I should try catching one of those on Pokemon Sword. Okay, that looked really weird. Villager once again with the turnips. But he shot the bullet. He shot the gyroid and it looked like it came out of Abomasnow's area. But yeah, I should catch an Abomasnow in Pokemon Sword and maybe name him Barack. After Barack Obama. That's 2 presidents featured in one video. Eisenhower and Obama. Both really great presidents. I mean, Obama was the first president I remember learning about in school. He was the first president that I really remember. George W. Bush was president when I was born. I was born in 2003. Inkling Boy! Oh my god, they're fighting at the edge. Sorry. But yeah, George W. Bush was president when I was born. He was in his first term. But the first president I remember learning about, the first president that I really remember is Barack Obama. And that was when I was, I think, like 5 years old. Yeah, I love Obama very much. I love the Obama family. Snorlax. Oh. Didn't get anybody. Okay, what's going on now? Oh, that's right. I forgot all about the, whatchamacallit, the National Sluggers League is on right now. Wait a minute. All right, Villager's got his first KO. Villager just got knocked out. And that is it. Villager moves on. Inkling Boy is out. Alright, I'll take a look at that later. Villager moves on, and he will be... oh, his opponent hasn't been figured out yet. But Villager moves on to the round of 32, and Inkling Boy is going home. Thank you for playing, and I'm sorry to see you go. Congratulations, Villager. You will be moving on. I've already said this like 5 times already, to the round of 32. Man, I'm just running out of things to say very quick. Alrighty, guys. This is a big one. We've got Kirbluey versus O'Keefe, the Inkling girl. Kirby, who was originally known as Marshmallow, has taken on a completely new persona. He is now Kirbluey. Kirbluey has had a lot of success in these tournaments, but has never won a championship. He's made it at least to the Elite 8 in all 4 tournaments. In all 4 of the March Madness tournaments, he's made it at least to the Elite 8. And in the last 2 tournaments, he's made it to the Final 4, but could not get to the championship. Kirby is looking to finally win it all this year after winning the New Year's Day tournament back in January. That definitely gave Kirby a little bit of hope. Kirby won the New Year's Day tournament, and now he's looking to win March Madness. Finally. But Inkling Girl stands in his way. Inkling Girl, I don't remember if she hasn't had nearly as much success in these tournaments as Kirbluey. She actually just started, no, what am I saying? She's been in every single Amiibo, March Madness tournament, but I don't know if she's been all that successful. I want to say she made it to the round of 32 once, and then got knocked out. I don't know, I've forgotten already. Kirby gets knocked out first. Could we see another huge upset? There's a smash ball. Who is going to get it? Nobody. Nobody! And Kirby ties it up. No smash ball necessary. Kirby manages to get the KO and ties it up. Uh-oh. Launch star. Oh, big mistake there by Kirby. Jumps, almost immediately jumps into the launch star. And now Kirby is on his last stock. We could see another major upset, guys. But it's still too early to tell. Inkling Girl is now a full stock ahead, but there is an explosive box. Inkling Girl just mowed him down. They're fighting off the stage. If you stay off the stage for too long, you'll get damaged. And Kirby is gone in the first round. We have another major upset as Kirby, who made the Final Four in the previous 2 tournaments, gets knocked out in the first round. Well, not the first official round, but you know what I mean. Gets knocked out in the round of 64, and Inkling Girl moves on. Man, that is a crushing loss. I am so sorry to all of you Kirby fans. As I said before, Kirby has, up until this point, had his fair share of success in these tournaments, making it to the Elite 8 in the first 2, and then the Final 4 in the last 2. But, hey, at least he won the New Year's Day tournament. That was actually his first tournament win ever. But Inkling Girl, anyways, Inkling Girl takes the win there, and she will move on. Next up, we have Larry taking on NPC, the latest addition to this collection. And the NPC Amiibo is based on, you guessed it, me. Okay, that looks about right. It is a Sunday afternoon when I'm recording this. I'm surprised there's no snow on the ground, considering it is almost the end of winter. That's a detail they should have added in this game. Here goes the Squid Sisters. Larry moved on to the Sweet 16. I believe the furthest Larry has made it was the Sweet 16. But he has not made it past it. This is his 3rd tournament. As for NPC, this is his first. And also, he was a very late addition to the roster as he gets knocked out first. He was a very late addition to the roster, only coming in like a week before I started filming. And also, you may have noticed at the beginning that there's only one bracket there that shows only 32 Amiibo. That is because for the round of 64, I am doing 2 separate brackets. Just so we can still have that tournament, that tournament effect. And then the winners of both those brackets will go into the round of 32. And then after the round of 32, I'll be using the same bracket for the rest of the tournament. NPC getting curb stomped. Well, then again, he is fresh out of training. This is his first tournament ever. Meanwhile, Larry has been here a while. He's been here since 2024. But I think I started training him at the end of 2023. I don't know. I forgot already. NPC with the Super Scope uses it the right way. The platforms disappear. Oh, damn. And it's over. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. NPC, fresh out of training, gets knocked out by Larry, the youngest of all the Koopalings, and named after the late, great Larry King. Larry moves on. NPC, in his first tournament match, goes home. Man, I'm a little upset, but at the same time, I knew that was going to happen. So, it doesn't, I mean, it doesn't really sting that much because I knew it was going to happen. All right. Next match is going to be between former champion, the first champion ever, Smash Series Link, taking on Rosie. And Link's nickname is Excuuuseme.
3, 2.
As I said before, Link was the very first champion ever of Amiibo March Madness. But since then, he has definitely struggled a lot. He has struggled to live with his former champion status, just like Jigglypuff. And he is the last former champion left. Bowser hasn't fought yet, but he is the reigning champion. That's different. And he's looking to defend his title once more. I actually had a really cool entrance planned for him, but unfortunately I won't be able to pull it off now. Because there's snow everywhere. And Link gets knocked out first after Rosalina gets the hammer. And right as I said that, Rosalina almost launched herself off the stage. There goes her Luma. Rosalina with the final smash. Is Link gonna be affected by it? No, he escapes from it scathe-free. Or no, scot-free. That's what the expression is. I was thinking of unscathed. He escapes from the final smash without a scratch. And KOs Rosalina immediately after. Now it's tied up at 2 each. Looks like they got beached. I might want to take a break after this, actually. Because honestly, I'm not in a big rush to finish this tournament like I have been in previous tournaments. I'm not really in a big rush to finish it. Because I just want to take it slow and enjoy the tournament for a change. Rosalina is down to her last stock now. But she's looking to get even once again. There's the bomb. Oh god, that one narrowly missed. I can't really see the fighters on the floor because there's a big whiteboard in the way. Oh, Link with a big break there. He uses the fairy bottle, and now they are pretty much even damage-wise, but Link still has that extra stock. Of course, as soon as I say that, he's probably going to lose it. Will the demons be exorcised? Or will the curse continue? There it goes. Oh. Boat turns up again. Crashes into that same rock. Oh man, this is easily the longest match we have had by far. Is somebody going to win? They're just hopping around, hovering over each other like helicopters. Just waiting to shoot that last bolt. Oh, Link wins it with the projectile. And for the first time since he won the championship in 2022, Link has finally made it out of the first round. Congratulations. And Rosalina, unfortunately, will be going home. Thank you for playing. And congratulations once again to Link, who has finally won a first round match. Okay. Since we are 8 matches in, I think it's a good time to take a break. I will be right back. Alright, we are back. And we're starting off with a big one. And I mean a really big one. We got the reigning champion, Bowser, who has been waiting a whole year to defend his crown against his son, Bowser Jr. We got King Koopa versus Joonyah. If I can get it started. There we go. I went ahead and used the bathroom, got myself a drink. Uh-oh. Bowser Jr. almost falls off right away. Bowser has been waiting an entire year to defend his crown. And he actually just went to Margaritaville after winning last year. And he won the Tournament of Champions in this past June. And Bowser gets knocked out first. Bowser Jr. almost falls off the stage again. Yeah, this is not a really good stage for them to fight on, honestly. But I did not turn it off because I figured, you know, it's small enough that they'll be able to fight on it. And there's also that big platform in the middle. Bowser. Fake ball. Who's going to get the fake ball? Bowser. Big mistake. Bowser Jr. ends up taking the brunt of it. He pays for his father's mistake. And Bowser gets the smash ball. This is the same move that he used to win the championship last year. And he does it again. Junior down to his last stock. What a comeback. Bowser, the comeback king, strikes again. Oh, but as soon as I say that, he almost fell off the stage. There's a fake smash ball. Is he seriously going to fall for it again? Yep. Bowser wins by default because he had the extra stock. And Bowser will be moving on. Bowser Jr. goes home. And the reigning champion continues his revenge tour into the round of 32. Next up, we have Mario, the original Mario, going up against Mario Toad. The reason why Mario is named Numero Uno is because he's the first Mario Amiibo I ever got. And he is dressing up in his semi-quincentennial colors. That's the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence, of when this nation was born. He decided to change his wardrobe to mark the occasion. He wanted to dress for the occasion this year, so we let him. And they both of them almost fall off the stage right away. You know, there's never, like... Did you know that the monster in the background is, non-canonical? Like, there's no proof of it existing in any other Metroid game, period. It seemed like it was created just for this game. And it looks terrifying. Oh, And Mario's down to his last stock already. He made it to the Sweet 16 one year, but that's about as much good as he's done in these tournaments. That's about the best he's done. He has not gotten past the Sweet 16. And it doesn't look like he'll be doing that again this year either. Mario? Oh my god. It is pitch black in the arena now. Mario's using his fireballs to light it up again. Mario Toad, one of the 4 SNG memes competing today. Daisy Kong already competed, but she was eliminated. That's it. Mario Toad wins, and he will be moving on. He will be taking on the reigning champion, Bowser, in the round of 32. Congratulations, Mario. Thank you for playing. We will see you next time. Sorry to see you go. Next up, we have a very underrated amiibo, Rise, the Isabelle amiibo, taking on Bolt. Bolt made it to the Elite 8 in the very first amiibo March Madness, but since then, he hasn't had a whole lot of success. Isabelle, on the other hand, is truly an example of the underdog. In fact, that's maybe that's what I should change her name to, Underdog. Because Isabelle, I've always had a lot of faith in her as a fighter. She really is one of the best fighters, and it's a real shame that she hasn't won any 1v1 tournaments, especially March Madness. She did make it to the Final Four in the very first tournament, where she ended up losing to Ganondorf, who would be the runner-up. There goes Tingle. There's the turtle. Oh, Isabelle smacks Pikachu off the platform, causing him to drown. Wait, did the original... Never mind. I was going to say, did the original Kirby Air Ride have LAN, but it did. For some reason. I believe the Xbox 360 was the first console where you could play online. And then, like the first home console, not handheld. I believe that was the first console where you could play online. And then the Wii came shortly after, and then the PS3. I'm pretty sure the Wii came first before the PS3. I could be wrong about that. You know what the crazy thing is? Lego Indiana Jones came out on the PlayStation 2, but Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga did not. The Complete Saga did not come out on the PS2. It only came out on the PS3. But the next couple Lego games after that did come out on the PS2. And I want to say Lego Batman also came out on the Switch 2. Not the Switch 2, the PS2. PlayStation 2. I don't know. I'll have to look that up after. This match has gone on long enough, guys. Could we see our first time out? Pikachu down to his last stock. He is paying the price right now for being so fucking slow. Alright. Oh, Isabelle gets the Dragoon. This could be the end. Yes, sir! Isabelle moves on. Congratulations. Alright, congratulations, Isabelle. You will be moving on to the round of 32. As for Pikachu, once again, he will be going home. Thank you for playing. Oh. Next up, we have Sonic GTG taking on Wendy. Sonic made his first tourney appearance last year after winning his first two events. He won 2 events before Amiibo March Madness. He won the New Year's Day tournament and the elimination contest. But unfortunately, I mean, Sonic had a lot riding on him, Sonic had a lot of potential heading into the Amiibo March Madness tournament last year, but unfortunately he got knocked out in the round of 64. He's going to try his absolute best not to let that happen this year. Wendy was also knocked out in the round of 64 last year by her father, who would eventually go on to be the champion, Bowser. Uh-oh. Wendy. Oh! How did she recover there? I do not understand that. How did she recover? Oh, here goes Supersonic. And Sonic gets the first KO of the match. Only to almost fall off the stage immediately after. And looks like Sonic, oh god, almost falls off the stage again. We got the whale. That's weird. I'm playing through a Pokemon game right now, but I have no idea what that Pokemon's name is. Sonic loses stock. He goes for the final smash again! And again, he knocks out Wendy with the final smash. Uh-oh. Hammer. Oh, man. It could be anybody's game now. Wendy grabs the hammer and manages to knock out Sonic with it. And now it is dead even. Wendy with the healing sticker. And she makes it back down to 0. Wow. The tide has really turned here at Mario Maker. Uh-oh. Sonic? Waluigi wreaking havoc here. Oh, footstool! Oh, no! Man, that was a very close ending there. You flirt with fire too long, it's gonna burn you. And that's exactly what happened to Sonic. Thank you for playing. I'm sorry to see you go. Congratulations, Wendy. She will be moving on to the round of 32. Next match, we have two Yoshis going at it. We have Pinky and Baby Blue, the Yarn Yoshis. I actually just picked up Yoshi's Woolly World again. I mean, I've had it in my collection since it came out, but I actually picked up and played the game recently, and I had a lot of fun with it. I might do an LP of that game someday, but not right now. And now we are at Hallow Bastion, we're at Hallow Bastion, the Kingdom Hearts stage. Jeez. Uh-oh. Pink Yarn Yoshi. Oh, God. Sorry, I was looking away for a minute there. What's going to happen now? One of these Yarn Yoshis will be moving on. The other will be going home. The blue Yarn Yoshi was a preliminary winner. I'm pretty sure. It was one of these two was a preliminary winner. I already forgot. Anyways, blue Yarn Yoshi is down to his last stock now. Or her, sorry. Yeah, blue Yarn Yoshi was the preliminary winner, and now she's down to her last stock. So far, all the preliminary winners have been knocked out. Both of the preliminary winners, both of the first two preliminary winners have been knocked out already. And Blue Yarn Yoshi gets a KO there with the final smash. And now both dinosaurs are down to their last stocks. Both Yoshis are down to their last stocks now. But Blue Yarn Yoshi has a considerable more... has a lot more damage. Pink Yarn Yoshi still has none, though. But that could change any old time. It just did now. But Pink Yarn Yoshi, I think they both hit each other at the same time. Blue Yarn Yoshi has a Dragoon piece. Blue Yarn Yoshi, oh god! Blue Yarn Yoshi is down to her last stock. And we have also reached the halfway mark on the timer. Now my question is, are we going to see an official timeout? Like, are we actually going to see the timer run out? Not this time. Pink Yarn Yoshi wins. And that makes 3 preliminary winners out now. Pink Yarn Yoshi moves on to the round of 32. Thank you for playing, Blue Yarn Yoshi. We'll see you next year. And with that, we just have 3 matches to go in the first half of the round of 64. The next match is going to be between Gears and Boy Wonder. R.O.B has not won an Amiibo March Madness tournament, but
3, 2, 1.
he did win the very first Amiibo tournament I ever held on this channel back in 2020. Which was a tournament I did with what my entire collection was at the time. But since then, the collection has doubled in size. In fact, more than doubled. The collection has more than doubled in size since that tournament. And R.O.B has not had a really good history in these March Madness tournaments. Lucas, on the other hand, was a runner-up in 2023. He made it all the way to the championship, but lost to Jigglypuff, who was the 2023 champion. Chansey's eggs. Yeah, you can tell I'm actually starting to get a little tired. It's a good thing I'm not doing the same thing I did last year where I recorded the entire round of 64 in one night. That is something I am not going to do again. I'm actually going to record the round of 64 tomorrow. And again, as I said before, I do not want to rush with this tournament. I want to enjoy every second of it. Lucas gets stuck between the buildings, and now it's 2-all. And ever since he was the runner-up in 2023, I think losing the championship absolutely broke him because he hasn't really had much success in the tournament since then. Uh-oh, Lucas gets stuck in between the buildings again. Yeah, as I said before, I think losing at the championship in 2020, or not 2020, 2023, I think that just completely broke him because he has not had much success since then. Oh, but as soon as I say that, tied up at 1. But Lucas almost falls between the buildings again. Oh, God. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like Jingle Bells. I know it's the middle of March. I should not be singing Christmas carols, but that's what it sounded like to me. Did you know that Jingle Bells was originally written as a Thanksgiving song, but it was reinterpreted as a Christmas song? And that's the end. R.O.B moves on. All right. All right, let me just write down the results here. R.O.B moves on, and Lucas goes home. Thank you for playing. R.O.B will be taking on Pink Yarn Yoshi in the round of 32. Alright, next up we have the second to last, the penultimate match of the first half of the round of 64. We got Stewart going against Vert. That's actually how you pronounce his name. Vert is actually...
3, 2, 1, go!
looks like they're duking it out in the boxing ring. Marth. Sorry, had to step away for a second. It sucks that this had to happen right at the end, but Inkling, the green Inkling Squid gets knocked out. He got knocked out just now by Marth's final smash. They're fighting in the boxing ring. I believe the green Inkling Squid made, I believe the furthest he's ever made it was the Sweet 16. Again, I could be wrong about that. There are 4 Splatoon Amiibo. Green Inkling Squid takes it. And now that I think about it, Marth has not had a very good history in these tournaments. And looks like that's going to continue. Green Inkling Squid moves on. Thank you, Marth, for playing. I'm sorry to see you go. Congratulations, Green Inkling Squid. GG's. And now for the last match of the night and the last match for the first half of the round of 64. We have Bauman, the Wedding Bowser, going against Lucario, also known as Energizer. Lucario has not made it very far in these tournaments. This is Wedding Bowser's first ever tournament appearance. I named him Bauman after Johnny Bowser Bauman from Sha Na Na.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, this stage. Oh, this is a really cool stage. You know, it was actually just this fall that I really started getting into WarioWare. I played it, like, on and off throughout my childhood, but it wasn't until just recently I really started getting into WarioWare. The first WarioWare game I ever got was, it was Get It Together on the Switch 1. And then the next game I got after that was, WarioWare Gold. And I also got Mega Party games. I also have, I have Smooth Moves, and of course the original WarioWare is on, the Game Boy Advance library. Ha! Wedding Bowser just finishes the job. Wedding Bowser is also an amiibo with a lot of potential. But at the very latest, we could see those two amiibo go at it in the Elite 8. There's no chance that we're probably going to see... If they both make it to the Elite 8, there's probably... Unless both fighters make it to the Elite 8, there's no chance that we're going to see both Bowsers duke it out. That's not possible unless they both make it to the Elite 8 because of the way the bracket is positioned. Alright, Wedding Bowser wins his first ever March Madness appearance. Congratulations, Lucario is going home. And that is going to do it, everybody, for the first half of the round of 64. All the matches for the first half are over, and we have our first 16 fighters moving on to the round of 32. Tomorrow, we will be covering the second half. Alrighty guys, here are today's winners. These are the winners of the first half of the round of 64. But we still have all of these matches to do. All the matches that are in the second two rows, rows 3 and 4. We'll be seeing those matches tomorrow. We will see you guys tomorrow for the second half of the round of 64 for the 2026 Amiibo March Madness. Goodbye, everybody.